Side here. And he'll get it down in. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll run the option left. Fighting him off. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
That was a nicely executed block there. But sometimes it's not just the kicker who feels the pressure in this situation.
Well, I think a lot of people could feel pressure on the offensive side. The defense a little more loose with it.
Yeah, listen, they're just going all out trying to get to the football. And to your point, the offensive guys, okay, who do I have? Who am I blocking? If that changes in the defensive front, does that change what we do in our blocking assignment? And sometimes that confusion or that tightness can lead to a bad play.
And it keeps the game tied here late in the fourth.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Rivers to throw it. Going underneath for Gordon. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And quickly they get to the line. Rivers now. Right side catch. This is Gates. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Rivers to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
This is taken near the 13. Ooh, with a juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1 receiver left, that's Allen. Now movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Melvin Ingram in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, this is caught by Jackson. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Will Hill, the strong safety there to get him down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, and now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper,